folks, Debbie Ray here, the gardener wife. It's wintertime, so I'm still doing some winter sowing. Just going to do a quick demo video here. Take a clean and dried jug and poke holes in the bottom of it for drainage. Then cut almost all the way around the jug. Leave the corner where the handle is. That will serve as the hinge when you're opening and closing it. And cut about 4 inches from the bottom of the jug. And there you go, you have a hinge. Next, I take a paper hole punch and punch one hole in the corner that is opposite from the hinge in the top of the jug, and then another hole in the bottom of the jug. That way I'm going to use those holes later to secure it shut. Then before you do anything else, label the jug, both the top and the bottom sides, with the name of the seeds that you're going to sow in there. The top of the jug will be discarded eventually, and so you need to make sure that you have the name on the bottom part too. And use something that will not fade when it's outside. These jugs will be exposed to the elements for weeks and weeks. So I'm using a grease pencil here. You could use a UV resistant marker like the garden marker. Something where you'll have the labels on both the top and the bottom. Then add your moistened potting mix. Fill it up to about 3.5 inches high. Pat the potting mix down. Next, you're going to sow the seeds in here. If you have very small seeds and you're sowing them thickly, you can just sprinkle them over the top of the potting mix. I have seeds that are big enough to pick up with tweezers. So here I'm using a pair of tweezers to place the seeds one by one, a little spaced apart from each other. Pat the seeds down into the potting mix and then add a thin layer of potting mix on top of them. Spread that out and pat it down. There. Next, we're going to water it. For watering the seeds, I use the sprayer at my kitchen sink, and I set it so that it's drizzling like a soft rain. And just keep watering it until the potting mix is thoroughly soaked. Then leave it there to drain. Now this part is important. If you didn't do it before, Be sure to take the cap off of the jug and throw it away. We don't need it. We need that hole at the top for air circulation. Next, I take a twist tie and put it through those holes that I punched into the side of the jug and fasten it shut. This keeps the jug nice and tight, the top sort of overlapping the bottom part. And that's it. Now you go outside and put it out there in the winter time. You can place it on the ground or, as I did, up on a rack.